Yo, yo, yo. Okay, what is going on? It's your boy Asiago back at it again on 3 a.m. Thoughts. So, actually, at the time of recording this, it has been a couple of weeks since I last recorded. Let's see. I wanted to make the podcast at least like a once a week thing, but yeah, but you know me, man, I'm freaking lazy as hell, man. So, but I thought, hey, I don't want to abandon this whole thing. So, yeah, so might as well, get back to it. Get back to recording. And hey, I want to make it at least like once a week thing. I'm trying to look for like a secure day I could actually like guarantee I would post something. So far Wednesdays are looking really good. So I mean today's not Wednesday. It's actually Tuesday. But hey, but you know what though? Expect like a new podcast. Definitely at least once a week. I'm gonna try to hold up to that promise. But for sure once a week on Wednesdays. Hell yeah, because Wednesdays, I mean, I'm not really doing anything. Because so now that the quarantine is somewhat, being loosened up, things are starting to look brighter. I mean, amongst other things, which I would talk about later. And Hey, but you know what though? I'm hanging out with my buddies again on the normal. So Mondays, Saturdays, I'm not really doing anything much other than hanging out with the guys. Going around town. Just walking in and out of stores. Just watching movies, anime. Doing the all what how. So I'm pretty busy on my days off too. But Wednesdays though, I'm not doing anything. I'm not hanging out with anybody. I'm not working. I'm just chilling all day. So you know what? I think I might just go ahead and do it on Wednesdays anyways. So let's get back to it. Okay, so this is episode 23 of the podcast. So that means, well, actually, again, still episode 25 and 26. Those are going to be the radio drama episodes. So now that I'm getting closer to those, to actually get into those episodes, I'm going to I'm going to make sure that I'm gonna it's like 4:26 in the morning. I can't think right now. Okay, so since we're so close to those episodes, I'm basically pressuring myself to work on those. So but you know what though? I'm still excited to do it. I hadn't really worked too much on them, for like the past couple of weeks, mainly because again, I'm lazy as hell. But I hadn't really had any real incentive to really put all my time and effort. So, but the whole fact of me, getting so close to the episode, and once I have to record episode 24, I'm gonna be at that point to where, okay, the next podcast I'm doing, it has to be that one. So, I'm gonna put all my time and effort to it. So you never know. We'll see what happens. But anyways, so you may be asking, why have I been, so lazy for the past couple of weeks? Well, it's because, life-wise, no, it's been the same old. I'm still, working at the store, doing my grind, stocking the juice out, having to deal with freaking people blocking up my aisle all the time. Oh, let me tell you this, man. Freaking, I got so bad. And like the other day, it got so bad clogging up my aisle that like I just got real pissed. Like I ripped out my mask and I just started coughing everywhere, like just to get people to walk out. Because let me tell you, it got so congested. Like I don't know what is it. And this was like just a weekday. I think it was like a Tuesday or a Thursday when this happened. Like it's not like, to like, at least I don't think they are, but I don't think those are freaking like normal grocery shopping days for people. Like I can expect Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I mean that those make sense. They're the weekends. People are or normies are off on that day, so as the day they go grocery shopping. But really Tuesday and Thursdays, now like whenever I work on those 2 days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and from what I see, Tuesdays is when all like the geezers and the boomers do their shopping, which it isn't too many of them, and again they're like just, I mean, the only thing I have to deal with is just super old people being slow. But then on Thursdays, there's or at least there really shouldn't be a lot of people like at all. I mean, it's just your normal everyday customers. But freaking, it was just one of these weekdays, and the traffic in my aisle just got so bad. Like, I mean, I would like. man, like I was basically getting gang raped from both sides, man. Like from one side of the aisle and the other side. Like nobody follows, the damn signs on the floor saying, "Oh, shop this way, don't go in this way," perform social distancing or whatever. Look, I mean, this is freaking Walmart. Even if it's not Walmart, even if it was like Food Town or Target or whatever, freaking people don't want to listen to signs. People don't want to read signs. People don't want to listen to them. I mean, you got those very few people that do, but they ain't gonna freaking listen, man. Yeah, I got a bottle of water with me. Anyways, people don't want to freaking listen to those signs. So what do? They just ignore them. And they just walk in the aisle whenever they want, however they want. And in this case, I'm working on a pallet, right in the middle of the aisle. Because I get stuff done faster that way. So I'm getting my stuff done, and because I get it done so fast, the only stuff left I have on my pallet is stuff for the for the next aisle. So I'm like, okay, let's go. I try to go exit one way, freaking a whole bunch of people start crowding out, crowding in, freaking just standing there, look like taking 30 minutes to choose, like, do they want the blue water or do they want the purple water? And you got other people just being freaking slow. You got people chatting it up, having conversations. Oh, your kid is graduating. Oh, mine too. We should get together sometime. Yeah, even though we're getting together right here in the freaking juice aisle. And then you get the freaking other people on the other side, doing mostly the same things. You got a bunch of boomers in that side, and you got kids, freaking running around crying. Like, I'm over here, like, I'm stuck in the middle. I can't, so obviously I can't, get my jack and my pallet, and I can't bring them out anywhere. So, and I myself, my own freaking body, I couldn't even get through anybody. Like, it just got so bad. I ripped up my mask and I just started coughing everywhere. I mean, of course, I wasn't actually sick or whatever, but I had to get those people to move somehow. Look, I have a slight thing of claustrophobia. Now, I mean, I'm not easily claustrophobic. Like, let's say I get stuck in an elevator. I'm not gonna freak out right away, especially if it stops or whatever. I mean, I guess I can remain pretty calm. But I mean, keep me in that same elevator stopped for like more than a couple of hours. Okay, I'm gonna start freaking out. But I mean, when you get people involved, it doesn't matter how big or small the space is. I start freaking out easily because I don't want to be around freaking so much people. And again, these people don't want to move. These people just want to stand in the middle of the aisle. I'm trying to get my work done, and I'm over here just freaking out. Like, what the hell am I gonna do? My own body cannot freaking maneuver past these people. So I just start coughing, man. I'm just like, and some people start running. People start gathering their kids, like, oh, come on, Julie, come on, let's go, let's get out of the aisle. No, he's sick. Oh, I don't want to get corona. Oh. Man, like, it was, God, like, it, man, the crap really hit the fan that day, man. And I was just so angry. And then the next day I worked, it wasn't, I mean, it was better. People weren't congesting my aisle, thank God. But still, like, the customers they were just pissing me off. Like, they were just pissing me off to the point where, man, I wasn't even thinking about it, but I was roasting them, like, out loud while I was talking. I was like, man, I really wish people wouldn't take 30 minutes to choose some. Oh, I really wish people wouldn't have conversations in my damn aisle. You know what I'm saying? Because people are trying to work here. Oh, I really wish, people didn't bring their entire family tree full of 18 kids and 13 grandmothers to the damn store. Oh, but I don't know. Oh, man, whatever. God, man. So that's enough of that work stuff. Let's see. So any other reasons why I hadn't been, recording? Well, let's just say, the only things I would be able to actually talk about. Okay, so I'm gonna be blunt and just talk about them kind of briefly. So we got the whole Black Lives Matter going on. They got, it's Pride Month now. People are always freaking getting into arguments about that. And then you got the freaking, the new COVID cases coming up because of the protests. You got the whole George Floyd thing, blah blah blah. Yes, I know, I'm aware of these things going on. It's not that I'm not aware. It's just I don't want to talk about them. not even on my own private podcast here. Like, I just don't want to talk about them because, okay, so I know, like, on here I've talked about, like, real life problems. I've talked about, like, COVID-19. I've talked about, just little things about my personal life here and there, and about the workplace and whatnot. But man, I'm just gonna tell you this, like, like I already see it. I see enough of that stuff on the news. I see enough of that stuff on Facebook, which I'm on Facebook pretty much all the freaking time. Gathering memes, looking at funny stuff. Watching videos and stuff. Like Facebook is basically my TV now, like, or at least it's the equivalent, to my TV back when I was a kid, growing up in the 2000s. Whenever I'd be just watching TV all the time. Now I'm on my phone looking on Facebook all the time. That's my new TV. But again, either way, I see that stuff all the time, and you know what, like I'm so glad, like, when I watch my anime, I watch it, I like, not in Crunchyroll or anything like that. I just watch it on just another different side. I don't really watch Netflix or anything like that. I'm so glad when I game, it's mostly retro consoles, or I just mostly play one player games, or I don't really have to connect to the internet and do all that stuff. Because, man, like, look, when I play games, watch anime, watch movies, listen to music, or do anything, even look at memes, like, I mean, of course, when it comes to memes, things are more lenient. Like, look, when I'm doing anything, like, I want to try to, escape, escape all the bad stuff going around. Like, look, whenever I play a game, I don't want to have to be reminded, about, hey, freaking all lives matter and stuff like that. Okay, I get it. Yes, I know, but like, how are you helping out by putting these damn, like, little things, these little, like, announcements, like when you open the apps of Netflix or Call of Duty or whatever. I don't care. Like, I guess I do care, but I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, like, I get. I'm trying to play a game here, so I don't have to deal with this stuff. Like, you doing that ain't doing anything better. You're not raising awareness. Come on, we live in an internet age. We live in the freaking digital internet age where information is widespread. It's like, how does anybody not know about that stuff? Damn. God, but anyways, I just, and on this podcast, yes, I've talked about, like, real world stuff, like COVID-19 and stuff like that. But you know what? Most of the time, like, I kind of want this to be an escape, not just for y'all, the audience, how little of y'all are out there, but also for myself. Because again, this is like my personal journal here, and I do talk about my own opinions and views and stuff on here. I mean, hell, I made an entire freaking episode full of just my political views and in general, and I talk a lot about my faith in God in this podcast too. But the thing is that, like, most of the time, like, I just. Look, okay, I mean, again, it's my personal journal. I can choose what I want to talk about, what I don't want to talk about. I can choose what I want to put on here, what I want to say, what I don't want to say, and again, I choose not to talk about this stuff, man. I mean, sure, I mean, I could use them for topics and stuff, like I kind of am right now, except I can go into more deeper depth with them. I can talk about my opinions and views, but here's the thing, man, like all I know is, with how long these things have been going on, like, they'll be just, I don't want like freaking 7 freaking podcasts in a row, on my channel of the same freaking topics or whatever, or going around the same topics. Now, work, that's one thing, but politics or external stuff like that, like, no. Like, I want to keep it fresh. I want to change things up every time. So no. I mean, I may talk about it one podcast, but then again, here's the thing. Like, I like, even in public and stuff, even when, like, except when I'm, like, talking to my close friends, like my group chat gang, like, for real, like, I don't like talking about, I don't like giving out my views and this kind of stuff. Because, man, like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it's not that I'm like naive or like ignorant about most things. It's just that, like, I know, I look when I look things up, current events and stuff, I look them up briefly, and I don't really look too deeply into them, and so I'm not misinformed, I'm not malinformed. I'm just like, I don't know enough about, certain topics, currently going on to really truly talk about them. And a lot of times they'll just make me sound like an idiot, like many other people that express their opinions about things, and they also sound like idiots, so I don't want to sound like an idiot. I may be an idiot, but I don't want to sound like one, shoot. God, man. But anyways, man, like, you want to, protest, you want to do all that stuff, good for you. just don't make me a part of it, man. Again, and besides, regardless, all this stuff going on, it pertains nothing to me. Absolutely, positively, nothing at freaking all, man. Like it doesn't affect me at work. It doesn't affect me, with my friends. It doesn't affect me when I do anything, man. It has nothing to do with me. And again, like, but again, why would I want to worry about something, or why would I want to be constantly reminded of something, that doesn't involve me? It's like if you keep on, badgering an atheist about, about going to church and stuff like that. I mean, it gets annoying. It gets freaking annoying. So just like stop, or at least stop telling me about it, man. Like, stop badgering me. Like keep your religion. Stop shoving your political religion down my throat, please. Like, well, I mean, they be trying, but I mean, I'm just ignoring them. So, but anyways. So that's about it, and because of all this stuff going on, I hadn't had really much else to talk about except, like stuff going on in my life. And again, this is called 3 a.m. Thoughts. So I normally, I just have like random thoughts at 3 a.m. I would just, whip out my microphone, get my headphones on, and I just start, rambling on like I am now. But the thing is, though, is that I have been having as much randomized thoughts at night, because I've been just doing other stuff more often. Like, anime wise, I've been watching a lot of different animes. Like, I've been watching a whole lot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Well, actually, I started the part 5. I started part 5 like quite a while ago, but like, because of the fact that I prefer to watch my anime dubbed, and not all the episodes are dubbed yet, I waited quite a while, for more episodes to get dubbed before I really can continue and truly binge watch, the series. And so I waited for that, and then as soon as I saw that I went from 8 to 28 episodes fully dubbed, I'm like, oh shoot, hell yeah, I'm gonna binge, I'm gonna binge all these damn episodes. So I binged almost, the whole part, and let me tell you what, man, it's getting real damn good. But you know what else is getting real damn good? Freaking Black Clover. Oh my god. So I just finished episode 17 the other day, and oh my freaking god. Like, damn. Like, Black Clover is now one of my new favorite animes, man. It is just great. It is action packed. It's hilarious, man. And like, it definitely, if you're a fan of like My Hero or freaking Dragon Ball or something like that, man, I highly recommend it. I just highly recommend it. And another show I've been watching is Darling in the Franxx. Now, it's been a little while since I watched that show, except for a couple of days ago when I watched 2 more episodes, continuing the direct events from episode 20, I think it was. My god, like, oh my god, like, my god, episode freaking 21 and 22, man. Like, actually, let me check it here. I'm on my computer, so why don't I give it a little check? So episode 14 and 15, actually. Oh, so I'm not at episode 20 some. But anyways, yes, 14 and 15. Oh my god. Like, by the end of episode 15, I was in tears, man. Like, I was in tears of just not so much sadness. Oh no, just a bit of sadness. But man, I've also of joy, and just like my heart just melted, man. Let me tell you a little something about Darling in the Franxx, man. So it's what I would like to call a romaction. Yes, a romaction. It's a romantic action anime. Like, I really love it. It's got giant robots, fighting freaking these dinosaur things, and it's all actiony. But then you also got the relationship between my waifu 02 and my boy freaking I forgot his name. I know his name is 016. Oh, his name is Hiro. Yeah, his name is Hiro. Man, let me tell you what, man. God, there were episode. Oh my god, man. God, it's a beautiful show, man. It's a beautiful show, and there was just one freaking yeah, man. There was just one freaking episode that got me in tears, man. It's like, I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say a lot of emotional stuff goes on, and I'm just so glad I got closure. But anyways, So moving on from that, so what else do we got going on? So besides anime, taking up my time at night. I mean, there's also Facebook, because again, I'm just always on that, freaking looking at memes, looking at funny stuff, and reading stupid posts and whatever. But the other freaking day, actually, yeah, the other day. Let me tell you this little situation that went on. It's not a bad situation. It's not a long situation, but let me tell you this. You guys know about my boy Leslie. I talked about him a couple times on the show. He hasn't talked on the show yet, he's talked. He's talked on the show. I talked about him on the show. But anyways, he's got his older brother. His name is James. So this boy, he's a freaking hardcore gamer. He plays on PC and Xbox One, and he used to play on Xbox 360. But yeah, ever since he got the one a couple years ago, he hasn't even touched that damn thing. It's like literally just there on display in his room. But I thought, hey, freaking, I kind of want to buy it because I want to play Red Dead 1, because I got Red Dead 2, but I heard that Red Dead 2 is kind of like a prequel to Red Dead 1, which is kind of weird because why would you call it 2? But whatever. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna buy this boy's Xbox because it's there. It's got a bunch of games for it. It's got a bunch of games on it, and what I could easily do is just I can give him like $100 or something, and get the console right then and there, so it'll be all Gucci, or at least you would think. But let me tell you this. So I lost my train of thought there for a second. But so for a while, I kept on teasing him. Hey, I'm gonna buy your Xbox from you. I'm gonna be able to, to play these games. I'm gonna be able to, do what I want with this consoles. Pretty soon. And so this last Saturday, so this last Saturday came up, and we were gonna go to the, me and the group chat gang, and James included. We all went to the mall. We all went to the freaking, the big Baybrook Mall. Down the road here. So we had a good time, walking around, going into stores, looking at things, buying some things, and So originally I planned on actually like buying his 360 from him because he set on a price of $150. That includes the console, controller, all the cords, games, digital and physical. But then my boy Preston, he was telling me, hey, what, like, it sounds like kind of a ripoff, because the 360 is like it's a pretty old console, and it's almost 2 generations away, because we got the Series X coming out soon. And so he was telling me, hey, why not just get a freaking Xbox One? Why not just get the one, because it's backwards compatible with not only 360 but with original Xbox games, and plus it's newer, so you can play like all the newer games on the 2 and stuff. And plus, if you're gonna pay that much, for an old console, you might as well pay that same amount, for a secondhand current console. So I was really thinking about it. I'm like, what? This boy makes a point. I have no idea why I didn't think about this earlier, but this boy makes a point. So I told the guy, hey, I'm not gonna buy a 360. I'm just gonna get myself a one. So I went to Movie Galore down the street, which Movie Galore. Oh, let me tell you about Movie Galore, man. So you know about the ancient relics called Blockbuster. Blockbuster used to be this place where you walk in, you see all these freaking VHSs, DVDs, and freaking games, all in one place, and you can, for the most part, you can rent them. But for some things, for some of the media, you can actually purchase them, buy them, keep them for however long you want, and it was all good. But ever since Netflix and freaking Netflix, GameFly, all these other things, took over the entire platform, Blockbuster has kind of faded away into obscurity. I think there's only like maybe one left in the world. I'm not too sure. But bottom line is that there's no need for a Blockbuster. So why so why keep it? Well, Movie Galore is actually a DVD store, but they're not just any other DVD store. But they all like many modern day DVD stores. They sell a whole bunch of secondhand DVDs. People can come in, they can sell their DVDs to them, or they can buy DVDs from them. Again, it's all secondhand. Well, I mean, they also have some new DVDs. They also got some Blu-rays. They got they even get shipments of new movies. Every week that you can actually buy for a cheaper price than you would get from a big retailer like Target or Walmart. It's actually pretty cool how they do modern and old school stuff. Although I don't see any VHS tapes over there, but now again, like all other DVD stores out here, they're a small business, but they carry a lot of old school gaming tech there. Like freaking anything from Atari, ColecoVision, and television, Genesis, PS2, Dreamcast, freaking, and it's not just all like the new stuff. It's not just all like the old school Nintendo, Super Nintendo stuff. No, like they even have like Xbox One, PS4, freaking Switch, Wii U. They got all that kind of stuff going on there too. So like. And it's one of my favorite stores, if not my just top favorite store. Of course, with me, I don't really watch DVDs very often. I watch, if I wanted to watch a movie, I just go pirate it offline. No, I don't pirate it to sell or keep. I just freaking go on to a website and just watch from there. But but anyways though, so I don't really buy DVDs if I don't really have to, but I go over there as a retro gaming store, man, and it's freaking great. I love it. I just freaking love it, man. But anyways, but I don't know why I keep saying but okay, I'm gonna take a sip of a drink here. Ugh, that's good. Hell yeah. Anyways. So I go to freaking Movie Galore here, and I again, like I said, they also sell modern stuff. So I see some Xbox Ones there. I see a slim model, I see a freaking old 2014 fat model, and then I see another fat model, but it's like a special edition. I think it was Gears 5 or something like that. So I was asking the dude, hey, how much for an Xbox One? He was like, well, you can get this the slim for $245, or you can get this fat model for for $175. And I thought $175. Well, I already had $150 on me in cash, and actually I had a little more than $150 on me in cash because I got some change, from other transactions I made earlier that day. So I actually had enough cash on me to be able to buy the entire console, and plus 2 games, and 1 game, and well, actually really 3, because 1 game came with the console for free, but also I got 2 games, I bought 2 other games to go along with it, so anyways, I paid for it all in cash, and I was just happy because I was like, hey, I got this console now, so I can play all these games, and hell, it was a good trip, it was a real good trip. I got Rare Replay, so I can play all the old Banjo-Kazooie games and stuff on there, even though I got a Nintendo 64 for that. But a Nintendo 64 can't play nuts and bolts, and plus, if I can play Perfect Dark and and other stuff on my freaking Xbox, then I don't really need to go out and buy the N64 version. But anyways, also got Gears of War 4, and got Red Dead 1 for the Xbox One. So so it was a good turnout. So and then I think the next day, I went to the store and bought 2 other games. I bought Resident Evil 3, and I got Halo the Master Chief Collection. And let me tell you what, man, I started playing the Halo games, and wow, literally I started playing Halo Reach last night. So I'm gonna tell you this, so for the longest time, I never played Xbox. I never owned an Xbox, never played Xbox. So I've always wondered, what's the big deal about Halo? Why do people make such a big deal about it? I mean, I can get Gears of War and stuff like that, but Halo, it just kind of looked like just a plain shooter. But I was dead wrong, man. I started playing Halo Reach. Actually, I wanted to start off with the original first Halo, Part 1, Combat Evolved, but on the Master Chief Collection, it puts Reach first, and I'm like, why is Reach first? Isn't that one of the newer games? But when I was watching the cutscene for the original Halo, they were saying something about escaping from Reach, and I was like, oh, so Reach must be a freaking prequel or something like that, so I instantly quit that and I just switched to Reach. And it's really cool. Like the game itself, I mean, it may just be because it's remastered and stuff, but man, it looks beautiful and it's actually surprisingly fun. Now it doesn't control like your typical first person shooter, like you press the X button to run instead of hold down the freaking thumbstick, and and the freaking button that you normally use to aim is your freaking grenade button and all that. But you know what though, it's still a fun game. I like it. I freaking love the whole like sci-fi, outer space, kind of deal going on, shooting at aliens and eliminating aliens. It's fun. I really like it. Like it's pretty damn cool. Like I like from my first Halo game, it's not bad. So knowing that the kind of noob I am, I did not choose to play on Legendary because, oh god, I'm not doing that. Not even heroic, I'm playing on normal mode. Maybe when I get to the first Halo, Combat Evolved, maybe I'll play on Legendary, but we'll see. Here we go. More on the next topic. Alrighty, here we are back at 3am Thoughts. Okay, well, it's not like it went on commercial break or whatnot. Well, actually, I kind of did because I put the ads in the middle of my podcast now. Why did I do that? Well, I don't know. I just thought my openings could be more, I don't know, creative or whatever. I don't know, because I was listening to my playlist back to back and I didn't like hearing the ad play. Like, I don't know. I didn't like hearing it play like as soon as you open up every single freaking podcast. I wanted to give each of my podcasts more of an identity. So now I'm just playing it in the middle, hoping that people actually listen to it, straight away through. But anyways, so the Xbox, yeah. So shoot, damn. Let me tell you, like. It's pretty damn cool. A lot cooler than I thought it would be. I mean, being a PlayStation fanboy I was for a long time. Shoot, like I didn't really know what to expect. So Game Pass is pretty cool so far. It's like a gaming Netflix. It's interesting. It reminds me a lot of the Nintendo Online thing. Whenever you have the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo games, again, kind of listed out like in a Netflix kind of way. You could just choose, what you want to play and just start playing it right then and there. It's pretty damn cool. But except, this is Xbox games and not just like Xbox, exclusives or whatever, but you also got like, other modern games like freaking, Call of Duty and stuff, so it's pretty damn cool. But again, I hadn't been playing Game Pass all that much because, again, I bought the Master Chief Halo collection and, well, actually, I actually installed the, Halo Reach. Let's see, because it's for some reason Halo Reach. It's a DLC, for the Master Chief collection. It's not like included. Like the only games included in the Master Chief collection that you get straight from the box is like the first 4 Halo games. Except for Reach and Halo 3 ODST, which I have no idea what that is. But I mean, whatever. But those two are like DLCs. Again, I'm not too. Again, I'm just now getting into the Halo franchise, so I have no idea why. I have no idea what ODST is, but whatever. And so I used Game Pass, to install them onto my freaking, install the DLCs for free, But actually, I don't really plan on paying $15 a month for Game Pass because I don't think I'm going to be playing it that much. But thankfully, this first month for me was only $1. But but I will, however, I am going to have to like pay to keep. To permanently keep the DLCs that I just installed. So, but actually the good thing about Game Pass is that like if you want to like outright buy a game to own, you can. And not only that, you can buy it for a lower price. That is dope, man. Shoot, bro, for like freaking for a few percentage off, man. Like I'm paying less for it than I would if I didn't use that $1, for the first month of Game Pass. But I think the $1 thing, only happens if like, it's the first time you're activating on your account, which whatever. So anyways, so that's pretty damn cool. And so why did I go out Okay, so I kind of already explained why I got an Xbox One instead of just buying my boy James's Xbox 360. So now I can play all those old Xbox 360 games along with newer titles and stuff. But the thing is, I already got a PS4, right? So I can already play stuff like Rainbow Six Siege and Star Wars Battlefront and Rage 2 and all that already. So why would I get an Xbox 360 then? Well, for starters. I'm already at that point with my PlayStation that I had to get an external hard drive, and the external hard drive I got is 4 terabytes. That's 4 times the space that my PS4 alone has. The only problem is that I didn't realize how you can only have so many games on a single terabyte, and I started getting scared, because I have a lot of games for my PS4, and so I don't want to. So what happens if I eventually get to the point where I don't have any more space? What the hell do I do? Do I just buy another freaking external hard drive, or do I buy another freaking console, or do I have to erase games? I don't want to have to erase games, but man, desperate calls call for desperate measures. But I thought of something. So when it comes to my PS4 library, the majority of what I own are exclusives. I got The Last of Us, God of War, freaking what else? Horizon Zero Dawn, Yakuza, freaking Final Fantasy 7. Although that's a timed exclusive, but still, the majority of the games that I own, freaking are all exclusive games. Stuff you can only play on the PS4. So I thought, hey, So I was already considering getting an Xbox anyways, because I thought, hey, I could just I could pretty much save almost all the space on my PS4 for pretty much exclusives and other games that are not exactly exclusives but are exclusives. Let me explain. Games like Persona 5, it's not labeled as a PlayStation exclusive, but you don't see that game being released for Nintendo Switch or for Xbox One. But again, it's not labeled an exclusive, but it is an exclusive. So other games like that, I can just go ahead and just play on my PlayStation 4. While other games again, Resident Evil, Rage 2, Battlefront, freaking all these other games, I can play them on the Xbox 360. Because again, when it comes to the Xbox 360, there aren't really many games. There aren't really any exclusives that I want to play on there, or at least not too many. And I don't think Xbox has too many exclusives anyways, unlike freaking PlayStation. But whatever. But now that I got the other console, I can start doing that now. And again, I started doing that with Resident Evil, because and currently right now as it stands, the majority of my Xbox library is exclusives. Because I got Rare Replay, I got the Master Chief Collection, and I got Gears of War 4. But you know what though? I also got Red Dead 1, and I got Resident Evil 2. So yeah, again, the majority right now is exclusive, but it's not gonna be like that for long. Alright, but actually though, since it is fully backwards compatible, I can get myself some of them cool Xbox games that only came out on Xbox. I can start playing those and see how they were like. Because man, there were so many freaking cool looking Xbox games, that came out back in the 2000s that I've been wanting to play, but never actually played. So, but now that I can, hey, I'm gonna have tons of fun here. Shoot, I'm quite excited for that. But, anyways. So actually, it didn't occur to me, but until a day after, the fact that I bought the console, I realized because I realized, hey, I have all 3 current gen consoles now. I got a Switch, I got a PS4, and I got an Xbox One, and it didn't really occur to me until I looked in the corner of my couch, because when it comes, here's the thing, I have 12 consoles now, but the Switch and the PS4 controllers, unlike all the other controllers or all the other consoles, I don't put them up. I literally just set them aside on my couch in my room. I just put them on the corner. Anytime I just sit on my couch, they're just right there. Just grab them and start playing. And I thought, hey, and I started putting my Xbox controller there, with the other 2, because why the hell not? Because they're those are the 3 main consoles that I'm playing now. And they're also the 3 modern consoles, and the only few with wireless controllers. There's the Wii with its wireless controller, and I also got a modern wireless controller for the freaking N64. But come on now. like I don't know why I don't feature them, but I don't know. I don't know. I really like the way my feature controllers look at my couch right now. Like I got the big three there. They're just chilling, and again they're my most played consoles. So I mean, why the hell not? So shoot, but it looked really good. When I saw that, I thought, hey, freaking that's pretty cool. Now I got all three. Again, it's nothing really special or anything like that. But it's kind of cool. Kind of seeing them all united under one roof. But anyways, so now that we got that little doohickey out of the way, so that's really about it. I just been kind of like just distracted. Just kind of not doing and kind of not just doing much here because I'm just over here just doing my thing. But podcast wise, shoot, took a little break. But you know what though, I'm back here. I'm not dead. I'm not going on hiatus. I'm not abandoning the podcast. I ain't doing all that. No, no, shoot. I'm gonna be posting every once in a while. Another reason why I haven't been posting very often is because, get this, recording every single day and I'm posting every single day. Eventually, I'm not burnt out or anything like that. But the thing is that I gotta have time to do that, and if I don't make time, that's not exactly like making a new podcast every day or more frequently isn't exactly an easy thing to do. And shoot, like after recording for almost like 2 months straight. Recording and posting for 2 months straight, eventually it gets to a point to where you run out of things to talk about, even if you are just like coming up with stuff on the top of your head, because again, you get random thoughts at 3 a.m. and you speak to them. Eventually, you're gonna run out of things to talk about. So more often than not, I'm gonna be like having my podcast kind of like spaced out a bit more. Again, like I'm gonna try to at least do it once a week, preferably on Wednesdays. So, but whatever. I really want to try to, I want to try to keep them spaced out a little bit. It shoot, like maybe there'll be some times where like two or 3 days in a row my recording post because I got the time, because I got the ideas and stuff like that. But whatever. That's how it rolls. That's really how it rolled, man. Because again, when I have them all spaced out, that's more time for me to gather up ideas and stuff. That's more time for me to even write multiple freaking new content. So I don't really write my content. I have a list of podcast ideas. I just kind of look at it briefly while I record a podcast. And I'm like, hey, I could briefly talk about that. Shoot. But whatever though. For the most part, all these are like unscripted. But pressure is hitting on me now. Shoot, like I got one more normal podcast I can make, and then after that, episode 25, like that has to be the freaking radio drama. So I have no other choice but to spend all my time doing that. And here's the thing with me, like, shoot, like I can procrastinate all freaking. I procrastinate all the time, and I can freaking do it till the cows come home, till freaking kingdom come. But you know what though? Like once it gets to the point to where like I have to do something. I don't have any more extra time. Like I only have just enough time to start working on some. That's when I'll freaking do it. I don't know why I'm like that. Freaking when I was doing my first my first year in college, man, like I still procrastinated so damn much. I think I kind of had to do with the fact that I took a gap year, and after working for a full year and coming back to school, I kind of lost the ebb and flow I had back from high school. So I wasn't so used to freaking making making projects freaking every week and stuff like that. And the whole fact that I have to be self-accountable, self-motivating and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not exactly easy when you got ADHD and you're freaking, doing all your homework in the bedroom, surrounded by electronics and whatever, So it ain't exactly the easiest thing to do. But anyways, shoot, like again, back when I was doing my first year of college, man, like. Man, like I procrastinated so damn much, and it sucked. Like it sucked how much I procrastinated. I hated myself for doing it, but I just couldn't stop. I'm getting better at it for sure, yeah. But man, like barely just going back into the ring, right after like a full year of just, not being used to whole school, to the whole school deal. Man, it was hell. It was truly hell. and it wasn't just college. Shoot, even back in like school. Now, I had other reasons for procrastinating. Now, not just for the fact that I'd be lazy or that I'd be just distracted or I just wouldn't want to do it, but because like back in high school, like I would be like, especially senior year, I would be so good I would be so good and so fast at doing all my work and my homework and stuff like that, that I had a lot of free time on my hands, like even in class. Like I was that kid that would be doing the homework while the freaking lesson was going on. Like freaking one side on my desk, I have my notes, I'll be writing down everything the teacher's saying. I'll be looking at the board, doing all that jam. And while on the other freaking side of my desk, I'm over here doing the homework as I go along. And once I kept on doing that, I would have like freaking like 30, like I would have like at least 30 minutes of free time in class, like every single freaking every single freaking day, almost every single freaking class. So with all that free time, I just kind of chill, play it on my 3DS, play it on my phone, listen to music, do whatever, freaking draw. But with so much free time though, like I kind of got into this habit of procrastinating a bit when it came to like long-term projects and stuff. I mean, because because I knew that I can work very fast. And not only can I work fast, I can also work really well in a short amount of time. So like sometimes I would get like some of the more harder things out of the way, like at first, but then but that would only be like half the stuff I needed to do for the project. And then freaking like a week or two pass, and then freaking it's like the day before the damn project's due, and that is whenever I decided to get off my lazy. That's whenever I decided to get off my lazy butt and I start doing all my freaking start doing the rest of my homework, and again, I can work fast and efficient. But I mean that's not the way you should be doing things. I mean if you can work under pressure, that's pretty cool. Keep on doing your thing. But I'm just telling you, it's a dangerous road. Freaking procrastinating or saving things for the last minute. But I know with this freaking radio drama coming up on episode 25, and like I know I'm gonna have to put all my time and effort on this. Like I know, like mentally, knowing that there's no like free time to just make normal podcasts and push everything to the side. Man, I already know, like I have no other choice. I'm gonna have to freaking focus on this. So like mentally, I'm gonna like turn my attention from the games and the anime and stuff, and truly work on this. And probably, if I put all my effort and stuff to it, I could probably make this radio drama in a little as a week or even 2 weeks, depending on what I do, how much I do. But anyways, I'm so excited for this radio drama. Again, like I hadn't worked on it very much, since the last time I talked about it. Because again, I've been being lazy. I've been watching anime, I've been playing games, I've been playing Halo, I've been watching freaking Black Clover, all this other stuff. It seems like a lot I've been talking about my channel nowadays is, like why I hadn't been podcasting. But you know what though? Hey, yeah, like again, this is a personal journal. I talk about what I've been doing. So I mean, I don't really see too much of a problem with that. So anyways, so I got like a little under 15 minutes, like 13 minutes left of the podcast. So what else do I talk about? Well, so let's see this. What went on? I just gotta think here for a bit. Oh, so this last week, it was a pretty chill week. Let's see, Thursday. I would work Thursday, but I called out on that day. Used some protected PTO, got my 10 hours in, and I got my 10 hours of freaking PTO on that day. So on that day, I hung up with the group chat gang. I hung up with my buds. We were just, again, we went. I don't think we went to the mall that day. No, we didn't. No, we were just, kind of just. Oh no! Wait a second. I'm thinking about it wrong. So we wanted to all hang out on that day, but we couldn't because they weren't like it was apparent that they weren't available. Freaking. So freaking 2 dudes had to work, and the other 3 dudes, they were graduating that day, and that's the whole reason why I called up. It's because it's their graduation. So these 3 guys, these 3 guys, Josh, Leslie, and Devontae, they just graduated, on Thursday, and it was pretty lit, man. It was exciting, just watching them graduate. Now, I wasn't able to watch them live, sadly not, because like because the whole COVID-19 stuff going on and all that, they're only allowed to get to bring 3 people to their graduation, and those 3 people have to have tickets. So and every single one of them had 3 people coming. Again, you got friends and family. I mean, well, really, it's just family that they're gonna invite. So obviously, for me, if I wanted to watch, I was gonna have to watch them, online. Actually, I tried not watching it online. Like, what I wanted to do was because they were graduating in the stadium. So what I was gonna do is that I was kind of like gonna drive, to a position to where I could see the big stadium screen from just outside the stadium, and I could just sit there and watch them graduate from there. Kind of the closest thing I can get, to watching them live. But here's the thing. The policeman said no. Yeah, the policeman came up to me. He was like, "What are you doing here, son? That seems kind of weird. How about we not do that?" Man, this freaking dude, man. So, but actually thinking about it now, yeah, it does seem kind of freaking weird. But and then too, like, another reason why he was telling me not to do that, because I'd be kind of blocking traffic. Because again, this is graduation. Even with a limited amount of people coming in, like, you still have a whole bunch of freaking cars, being crowding in on both sides. Kind of like my aisle the other week, So I didn't want to be caught in the middle of that. Come on, I was already caught in the middle of it once before. I ain't gonna do it again. So shoot, and especially I ain't gonna do it again in my car. So I thought, okay, fine, I buy. I'll buy. Freaking, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go home, set up my new Xbox, and watch the freaking thing online. I didn't watch it online on my Xbox because, again, I have my computer hooked up to a freaking TV that I'm using for a monitor, and I just kind of played on that while I was, hooking it up, setting it up, stuff like that. It was cool. It was cool seeing my boys, graduate, from college. Not from college. Well, we're not that far into the future yet. I've graduated from high school, man. It's pretty sweet. So now, out of let's see, how many members do we got in the group chat gang? Well, let's see. Well, there's Victor, there's Eric, there's Preston, Caleb, me, there's Devontae, Josh, and Leslie, and there's Nathaniel. So there's that makes about 9 of us. Yeah. So out of the 9 of us in the group, now only one, and I mean only one of us, is still in high school, and that's my boy Nathaniel. So he's a senior now. So he's a senior now. This next year he's gonna graduate, and but hopefully the whole pandemic thing is, hopefully it's calm down to the point to where everything is back to normal by that point. Yeah, I really hope so, because me and the gang, we all thought, hey, he's the last guy of our group, to graduate, so we really want to make this special, so because he's the baby of the group, we really want to make this special, so we want to make it to where we all can go, or at least, well, all of us, who can, because, well, Victor, he's deployed, in Italy right now, and actually in a couple of months, he's expected, to come back to the States, but to be stationed in another base, not to live as a civilian. And my boy Eric, well, he's living in the Big Apple right now, so and plus he doesn't even really know Nathaniel, so it's gonna be kind of weird for him to just kind of come down for this. It's gonna be kind of weird for my, for this New York memer, to come down to Texas, just to come to this graduation for someone he doesn't even know, even if he is hanging out with the group. But anyways, still the majority of the group, coming in, getting together, watching this dude graduate. Shoot, again, we want to make it look all freaking cool and all. So, anyways, what else? Oh. So because I bought the Xbox and a couple of games. Well, I would say a little more than a couple of games. And I also bought a lot of snacks, and I paid my bills, got my gas and all that. I am actually broke right now. Like, shoot, I'm actually pretty broke right now. So as I'm having to live off a budget. Now I got the Even app, and I did this thing called InstaPay. In which what InstaPay is where you can get like up to half of your amount of money, pay sent to your freaking bank account, like instantly, like right then and there, before payday. Even if it's like a little over a week before payday, like as long as it's over $40, you can get money sent to your bank account right away, and that's pretty damn cool. And it did come in handy because I ended up needing to get gas again because of all the traveling I did in my car between this Thursday and today. So because between the course of Thursday and today, man, like I drove my friends around a lot because I'm like the main car guy. Freaking we went to the mall. We went to each other's places. I'm just gonna admit it right now. I don't really follow the speed limit. I go at least 10 over, and plus, we go all over the freaking Houston area and stuff. So, of course, that's gonna take a toll on my gas. So I had to refill today. Thankfully, gas is still good right now. I mean, shoot, I'm so used to it being like 150 something or 130 something. Even at 120 something, but man, it was 170 something. I'm like, oh man, these prices are raising again. That's not Gucci, fam. That's not very cash money of you. But anyways, so I paid $23 for the fill of my full tank. It was all good, it was all cool, So, but unfortunately, even after the InstaPay, because let's just say we went to Sam's Club and I saw a whole bunch of snacks in large quantities, and at least the good news is I'm stocked up on snacks for the next 3-4 weeks, but but the bad thing is that now I don't have enough money to get Last of Us 2, because that release is like in a couple of days. What is it, the 16th? So yeah, it releases like 3 days, man. So I don't have enough to buy it. So I mean, well, whatever. I don't have to necessarily get it on launch day. I get it next Thursday. When I get paid again, it'll be all good then. And plus, I don't really mind doing that because, shoot, I mean, there's a few things I have to get this this next paycheck. I mean, with this next paycheck, the only bill I really have to worry about is rent, which, after I get that done and paid, shoot, all I gotta worry about is just a couple of things. Like, I mean, entertainment wise, I'm getting Last of Us 2. I need to pay another $20 for a full year of Nintendo Online, because I think that expiration date is coming up. Let's see. I think. Yeah. Now I think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay like another $60 for PlayStation Plus. Yeah, PlayStation Plus. Let's see what else we got. I may or may not get Xbox Gold. We'll just see what happens there. Because again, I play mostly one-player games, and I mean, if Gold includes Game Pass or something, I'm not too sure about it yet. But I don't know. We'll see, but probably not. Let's see what else. Oh, so I need some shoes. Yes, I need some new shoes. Now, both work shoes and shoes because on both ends of the spectrum, man, like they're just tearing apart. For my work shoes, they go through a lot of crap every single day, a lot of abuse, because I'm kind of reckless at work, and I do a lot of stuff to get done, and they're steel-toed shoes, and they're really good for the way I work and how much I do and how much stuff I have to go through with my feet, so. Sure, because I bought these steel-toe shoes for like $84 or something like that. Like almost actually a little over a year ago. Like I think almost a year and a half ago. And you know what? they're just now finally giving in. Now the steel toe isn't getting exposed or anything like that, but on one freaking shoe, like I was putting it on and I realized that I could see my heel. even when it's freaking like, even when it's fully on, freaking like for somehow the entire left side of my freaking right shoe is just missing. Like, I'm basically wearing a chocolate, man. I'm like, huh? How is it staying on my feet? Oh my god, I can't be wearing that to work. That's a safety hazard in itself. So I'm having to wear my normal everyday shoes to work. So I'm now having to be real careful about my feet. Make sure nothing heavy falls on it, and I'm not just kicking things, out of random. Because again, it's gonna hurt my toes. Because I don't have that steel toe to protect me anymore. And then I started to realize, oh shoot, these freaking shoes I've been having for like almost 4 years. They're starting to freaking rip. So, God, man. So I'm gonna have to go to the freaking store and get some new shoes too. Whew, yeah, shoot, a little more on the shoes, and I'm gonna ender. Coming up in this next segment. Here we go. Hey, okay, so here we are on the very end of tonight's podcast. So it's actually 5:54 in the morning right now. So hell, it's been almost a freaking 2 hours since I started the podcast. Now, the reason why it's been almost 2 hours is because I kind of took a break in between segments, to kind of just clean up my room a bit, because I turned around, realized that my room is a bit messy right now, because we came back from Stripes. I got all these damn snacks and they're just laying all over the freaking bed. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna fix these up. I'm gonna put them in their spots or whatever. And I got another pop. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh pop. It's actually Yugi Moto himself. So I decided, hey, I'm going to get the ladder real quick, put that on the shelf before I forget. Looks good, looks cool. Shoot, I should probably start selling some of these pops soon, because I got no other room. Or I should probably build another shelf soon. Whatever comes first. But anyways, so back to the shoes. So the whole thing about the shoes. So I already explained it, So the freaking... the entire left side of my right shoe just doesn't exist anymore, and so I'm starting to wear my street shoes, to work now, and I'm realizing that even they are freaking starting to tear down, because again, it's been almost 4 years, and I really only wear my shoes, my normal street shoes, like when I'm just on my off days, whenever I'm out and about. Looks like I might have just walked too much out and about, because freaking now, like, the soles are starting to kind of like freaking fold out like a tongue, if I kind of step wrong and stuff. They're starting to like show signs of just like wanting to rip off. So I'm like, damn. So as for my work shoes, because that's obviously a priority. I'm getting steel toe shoes again. I'm gonna go to the good old academy where I got my last ones, and freaking get another pair of steel toe work boots that are gonna last me for at least a year. Probably even more, like these did. Because I'm telling you, I'm not going back. I'm not getting my steel toe shoes from Walmart anymore. Like, they have them, they work decently, but they don't last very long. Like, again, for 35 shoes, for steel toe shoes, hey, that's a good deal. The only downside is that, first of all, they don't look very good. But who gets work boots, for looks? But on top of that, they, especially if you do the kind of work I do, and if you work the way I do, they don't last very long. Like, those $35 shoes, they ain't gonna last, for more than about like a month. So yeah, so I decided to pony up, get some over there at the academy, and you know what? Shoot, they work freaking fine as hell. They look cool, even when they go through a lot of wear and tear. And man, freaking like, they last. They really do last. But I'm telling you, if it weren't for the entire left side of my right shoe just being like obliterated, shoot, I'd still be wearing them, and they'd still be going on strong, probably for another year. But you know what, though, things happen the way they happen. I gotta freaking get a new pair of shoes now, anyways. So hey, it's still all good. As for my normal shoes, my street shoes. I like to go to the Nike clearance store, because here's the thing, I'm kind of a cheapo. Now, if I need to pony up on something, I'm not going to be cheapo about it. But here's the thing, I don't believe in going to the mall and paying $120 for freaking shoes. Like, huh? I don't care how nice they look. I don't care if they're freaking Jordans or Nikes or whatever. I don't give a damn. I am not paying like $120, $150, or almost $200 for damn shoes. Like, and like again, I'm not playing basketball on these. I'm freaking just wearing these around town. I'm just walking in them. Like, damn, I am paying almost $200 for freaking shoes. Hell, for for the price of two brand new video games, I can get freaking a pair of shoes. Huh? No, that's absurd. Like, I mean, of course, I can understand the price being a bit high, for quality, but damn, like, when you're paying $120, doesn't that sound like a bit much? Like, oh my god, man. Okay, like I could see like 90 being a more reasonable price. Or reasonably, I could see like at least 70 being a good price. But my god, freaking 150? Hell no. You got me messed up, man. Shoot. That's why I love the Nike clearance store. I mean, it's literally what they say it is. Nike clearance store. So like the shoes I currently had, shoes they currently have. So they're Nikes, obviously, because they come from the Nike store. Originally, they were $150. I got them for $35. I don't care if they're outdated or whatever. I mean, they still look pretty damn good. Freaking, they're all gray except for the Nike check. That's blue. And it's kind of a lighter shade of gray on the on like the kind of like the brims and stuff. But hey, they look really good. Freaking, like, I don't know why anybody would pay $150 for them. But man, like, they look pretty damn good for shoes I got for $35. Hell yeah, I love the freaking Nike clearance store. You can get some nice shoes made with quality. And not only nice shoes, nice good looking shoes made of quality, but at a good damn price. Shoot, $35. They lasted me about 4 years, man. They're freaking good. They're real good, man. Oh, shoot. I love it, man. I freaking love it. It's great. It's real great. But anyways, so that's about it for this for this podcast here. So if you made it this far, thank you for listening. So I'm gonna try to post every week, or at least definitely next week. Definitely by next Wednesday. Expect something new. Expect another one. Now for episode 25, I might have to break that promise again. Finally, there's the burp for this podcast, because I'm going to be working on that radio drama, and God knows how long it's going to actually take me to, to do and complete that. But whatever, it's not like I got a freaking time limit or whatever, so we'll just see where it goes. This is your boy, Asiago, signing off on 3 AM Thoughts. Have you a good one.